we have a correspondent named Bill Santiago, very funny comedian, with a segment we call here, The Streets of Santiago. Go ahead, Bill.
Comedian Bill Santiago, he's been delivering laughs for Latinos for years.
Comedian and author, Bill Santiago.
He's the author of the book Pardon My Spanglish, Porque Because, available in stores and, of course, on the online interweb. Please welcome Bill Santiago, everybody.
Thanks, Paul. I'm here on the streets of Santiago in New York City to find out what Latinos are thinking. New York City's got a big bed bug problem.
Oh, man, that's scary.
New York City is contaminated with bed bugs, rats, and cockroaches.
So what would you rather have in your house, bed bugs or chupacabras?
Chupacabras. I think the chupacabra. You can actually see him coming.
Chupacabra infestation all day.
Why?
I just get a bunch of goats.
Was that funny? And if you had to choose between living with bed bugs, chupacabras, or vampires, which would you choose?
I would choose vampires. At least they give you eternal life.
And that's what's happening here on the streets of Santiago. Back to you, Paul.
It's very funny. Bill, thank you very much for that report.
Welcome to American Latino Presents Laugh Out Loud. I'm your host, Bill Santiago. From comedy clubs to movie theaters, this next comedian is winning over audiences with his hilarious take on the Dominican experience. Ladies and gentlemen, Ruperto Vanderpool. I like watching novelas now with my grandmother. One time I'm over her house and we were watching, and there was a grandmother who was on TV on her deathbed. I hope she doesn't die in this episode. And all of a sudden I hear, "Boo!" I'm like, oh my God. She goes, pues, la semana que viene sale en otra.
I don't understand why anyone would want to be in the closet. Like, being gay is so much fun. All of my friends are either...
Guy, there's no room for you in the closet, so that's your opinion.
So what? You're gay. Good.
My
Be
grandmother
gay.
never says gay. She always says, él es del otro way.
What's that mean?
It means he's gay. Up next, we meet a pair of comedians who really know how to light up a stage. I'm talking about the legendary duo Cheech and Chong. Oh, they may have taken a little hiatus, make that 30 plus years, but they're back and funnier than ever. Take a look.
Well, I brought this story up with you earlier. We know how Venezuela has helped Cuba out with cheap oil. Now Cuba's paying back, would you believe this, in zebras. While the zoo in Havana was losing animals during years, the Cuban government maintained a safari park outside the capital. The park was breeding zebras, and now the comrades in Venezuela are to benefit from that park. Bill, good idea, neighbors helping neighbors?
Well, who knew that Cuba had a zebra surplus all these years of the embargo, not having a trading partner for their zebra exports that really had their effect. Now they got to get rid of them, and thank God Venezuela came along to help them out. But it's not even an exchange. I mean, capybaras for zebras. Capybaras are the ugliest animals. They're rodents. They're just big. I think Hugo Chavez was just cleaning out his house. He couldn't figure out a way to get rid of these things, and Cuba owed him a favor. I think that's it. You know, they just won the Miss Universe pageant, and they're sending over capybaras.
Not as cute, right?
Not nearly as cute, no.
The other day I was on a subway and I heard there was a girl talking about her boyfriend had a big ego or something, and she's telling her friend, and she goes, he thinks he's all that, como si fuera la última Coca-Cola del desierto.
No.
Yeah, that went right in the notebook immediately, you know, that kind of thing. And you don't even know what that second part was, but she made the switch because the emotional impulse of what she had to say had to be, the colloquialism had to be in Spanish. It wouldn't have had the same flavor. It wouldn't have been as precise or as in line with her emotional state. So she made the switch, and those kinds of triggers are active throughout the language. I mean, that's what it's about.
So I want to get your take on Senator Barack Obama's campaign planning to spend an unprecedented $20 million to introduce him to Latino voters. Immediately, Republicans said John McCain doesn't need to spend so much because Hispanics already know his record of looking out for the issues that matter.
Well, you know, $20 million sounds like a lot of money, but I hear J-Lo is going to be coming on board to write a campaign song. I don't know if any of the money is going towards underwriting that cost. I'm sure it'll be a great song. I think that would be actually a great political move for him because it would connect him to the Latinos in a very musical way, give him a little street cred, and tone down his elitist problem. You know, they could go out on sort of J-Lo Obama from the block tour. I think it would help a lot. He doesn't have to convince my mom, though. I was talking to my mom today. She's like, I love Obama. He doesn't have to spend another dollar on me. Just a smile, solo esa sonrisa, and he's so intelligent. Que suerte tiene esa Michelle. You know, I mean, she's She's really into Obama. You don't have to convince her.
She likes that sonrisa, the smile, huh?
The smile is just, and and she thinks he's a very intelligent man, and I don't think my mom's alone in that opinion.
Just like when Hillary went down there during the primaries and said that her victory there put her over the top against Obama, but the citizens there can't even vote, But
Well,
she neglected to mention that.
matter.
It's the same thing all over again. Unfortunately, that's the case. It's a sad situation.
All right, Bill, I'm glad that we know how you feel. Obviously very strongly about this. Glad you got so fired up. Glad you made some time for us. Professor, you as well. Thank you both.
Pues no solamente hace reír a la gente, sino para traer algo muy importante que es el Spanglish.
Mira, te doy un ejemplo. Se los estoy advirtiendo for the last time. No me hagan pasar un mal rato because por mi madre se los juro, if I have to pull this car over, everybody se va a llevar un cocotazo.
People don't realize that the languages have really been mixing for a long time in this country, shaping the United States from coast to coast. The city of Chicago was named by its founder after his wife, who refused to leave him no matter how much he begged her. Chica, go. All right, thank you very much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun.
You have to
I'm
watch
the
Good Morning
best.
America now. Why? Porque because. Hasta la next time.